Welcome back to Voxel Delights. We're playing Race for the Galaxy with the Gathering Storm, and we're heading into round 4. Take a quick look at my hand. I'm very keen to get this settlement out this turn, and I'm also very keen to get this Free Trade Association card in play, but this is going to cost me 5 if I take the development action, because you get the -1 cost bonus, and I've only got 3 cards. So I do want to settle, and let's see, this contact specialist is giving me a -1 bonus laying settlements. We've got new survivalists which we could play for free and grab a couple more cards ready for next turn to play Free Trade Association. So let's go explore, settle. I need to build my engine up. I need to get more consume powers, because at the moment every time I consume, if I do consume, I'm just going to push the robot 1 victory point ahead of me. So I need some more consume powers, and that's where Free Trade Association is going to help me. That will allow me to draw level with him. Okay, let's explore and settle. And remember, I'm still doing the Explore +1/+1. The Explore +5, this is useful if you're trying to search for a specific, particular card, a specific card that you're desperate for. But this one's good for loading your hand up, really. So I'm going to do Explore +1/+1 and settle. Explore +1/+1 and settle. I'm quite happy with settle. Settle's good in this against this robot. I've really got to bump up my consume, or not consume at all. Just keep laying planets. Maybe that's the way to do it. You've got to adjust your strategy to how the robot's playing, and that's the key to winning against the robots. Okay, let's roll the dice. Alright, we've got produce and develop. Ouch. I don't suppose that's so bad. Alright, we've got 4 phases this turn. Let's start with explore. So we take 4 cards. Remember, it's normally take 3, look at 2. I've got my Doing World bonus. I'm going to export duties. Looks quite good for filling my hand of cards. Hive World. I don't want Volcanic World, so I'll get rid of that one. Export duties is interesting. You can see that there's 2 spots for consume. This one's called trade, and this is your regular consume. All it means is, normally when you do consume, you're doing phase 4, but you've got the option of including a kind of pre-consume phase, this trade phase. If I show you the 2 player action cards, if you choose just a regular consume, what it means is that every time you earn a victory point, you get twice as many victory points as you would normally receive if you choose the regular consume action. But there's also this consume trade. And what this means is that you also do this pre-consume phase, this trade phase, and this is where you get this trade bonus. And basically what you're doing here is you're selling goods for card draws. So novelties give you 2 cards, rare elements 3, genes 4, and in technology 5. So this is a great way to trade up your goods and load up your hand of cards. So if you've got an engine going that's needing lots of cards, or you want to play lots of settlements that need lots of cards, consume trade is a great one to use. But of course you don't then get your ×2 victory point bonus. So export duties. Export duties is giving you a bonus of an additional card when you sell in the trade phase. It's tempting. I've got a feeling I'm going to switch to a settlement strategy, a pure settlement strategy as much as possible. Well, I'm going to keep these two. Chances I'm going to throw these away anyway for payment. Let's discard this one. And keep these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 7 cards now. Perfect. Robot player now. So his response, he didn't choose this action, is draw 3 cards. His deck's getting quite thick now. I'm happy with that. Alright, now we go into the develop phase, which I didn't choose but the robot did, but we still get to do it, just with no bonus. So I can play a development. So I could potentially get free trade association in right now, but it's going to cost me 6 cards because I don't have the -1 card bonus, and that would be all of these. I'm not sure I want to do anything. Such a shame. Get this one in and I lose 3 cards. I'd still need 5 next turn to play. Trade. No, I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. This is quite nice though. No, let's do nothing. Stick to plan, let's do nothing. Robot's turn. He's going to take his action because he chose this one. He doesn't have 2 credits, he's on 0. So we do the main part of the action. And this says, and hopefully you're starting to get used to this now, draw 1 card. Search through your draw deck until you find a development card. Put it into play. This part at the bottom says if you find a 6 cost development and you've got credit, then reduce your credit and put it into play. Job done. If you haven't got positive credit and you find a 6 cost development, then discard it and continue flipping until you find a development costing less than 6. So let's do this one at a time. First we draw 1 card. Now we flip until we find a development. Nope. Nope. No, these are good. These are really high. Okay, we found a 6 cost development. We don't have positive credit, it's 0, so we discard it and continue flipping. Military World. No, no, no. No. Okay, colony ship. Well, we couldn't have asked for a much better result than that. It's only worth 1 victory point. So the robot goes up to 11. Let's get discarded. And now we move on to the settle phase. I'm going to put Rebel Underground in play. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Rebel Underground in play. Right, Contact Specialist says that I can, during phase 3, which we're in now, place a military world, which Rebel Underground is, as a regular world at -1 cost. So the cost would be 2 cards. And the 2 cards I'm going to discard are Alpha Centauri and Hive World. Hive World. Okay, and we draw 1 card as our bonus, our settle bonus, because we chose this action. New economy. Okay. Robot's response is to draw 2 cards and search for a military world. 1, 2, search for a military world. Come on, don't find one, don't find one. This is the last card. Yay! Brilliant. Okay, the robot mucked up. He didn't find any military worlds in there, so he doesn't get to do anything. Now it's the produce, which kind of sucks for me a bit. I've got these 2 which already have goods on them, so I'm not doing anything with those. But Rebel Underground I can do something with, because it says draw 1 card, which is good. That's what I want to do. We get Tourist World. I like Tourist World. Oh, this might be good. This might be good. And Robot increases his economy size to 3. Oh man, Consume's looking worse and worse for me. Never mind. Next round, let's have a look at our cards. So I could put this one in if I get rid of my whole hand. I could explore and settle, keep those. I'm quite keen on putting new survivalists into play. I'm quite keen on putting Tourist World into play now as well, because this one's got a 3 victory point, and that might just, his economy's gone up to 3, hasn't it? So he's going to be earning 6 victory points per consume. If I've got this one, I'll get 3, and I can double it, and I get to place them quite cheaply. This one will go in for nothing. I could use Doomworld to get that one in for nothing. Maybe I've got to give up on these a little bit. If I settle, I could then consume. Let's try it. Let's settle and consume and see how that affects the scores. I could potentially put this one in next turn. Or even one of those. Okay, let's do that. Let's forget the victory points. Let's plan a little bit for the future. Hey, whatever. I'm teaching you how to play the game. It doesn't matter that much. So we're going to consume trade, and we're going to settle. Settle, consumed, trade. Let's roll the dice and see what he does. He's got an explore and a ×2. Oh dear. ×2, explore. Let's start with the explore. So we start with me. Now remember, I don't get any bonuses this time because I didn't choose the explore action. A quick check in my galaxy tells me that I do still have Doomworld, and that's the only bonus. So the regular explore as a response is draw 2, keep 1. I'm going to, with this +1, looky, draw 3, keep 1. 1, 2, 3, choose 1 to keep. That sucks. Space Marines don't need. I'll keep the Rebel Fuel cache. I'm probably not going to need it. Robot player, having chosen this action, will draw 3, push his credit up 1. That's good for him. The draw deck's empty at the moment. 1, 2, 3, push his credit up 1. Settle now, which is what I chose, so I get this draw 1 card bonus. That one I'm going to play for free. So let's do that first. Discard this card from the tableau, place a regular world at 0 cost. Tourist World's coming in. Discard Doomworld. Excellent. I draw my bonus, Reptilian Uplift Race. Pretty basic. And the robot's response is draw 2 cards, search for a military world. Draw 2 cards, search for a military world. Nope. 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 No, come on. Yay, we're good. Nothing for the robots. Now we move into the trade phase. So for consume trade, I can sell 1 good for cards at these prices. So I can sell 1 novelty good for 2 cards. Let's go ahead and do that. Sell 1 good, draw 2 cards. Research Labs, Galactic Bazaar. That's quite nice. Okay, and now we move into the regular consume. Robot's not doing anything yet. I've got to finish all of my consuming first. I don't get any bonuses on victory points, but now I have to consume. Alright, if I've got things to consume, I have to consume them. I can't choose not to consume. But I am free to choose whichever consume powers I wish. So I could discard this one and draw a card. I could discard this one and grab 1 victory point. I can't do this one because I need 2 goods. And what I really want to do is load up my deck. So I think for now I'm going to use Secluded Worlds. Discard a good for 1 card draw. Okay, and we get Clandestine Uplift Lab. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in my hand. That's prepping me good for next round. Now for the robot. Now he chose the consume action as well, so he doesn't do any response action in response to me choosing it. He only does his part. So it doesn't matter that he chose the ×2 and I chose the trade. We still only get 1 consume phase each, and his part says he gets victory points equal to twice his economy size. He moves the thing up the track. So let's do that first. His track is on 3, so he gets ×2. That's 6 victory points for the robot. And he moves it 1 up the track. Oh my goodness. And this part down below only happens if the robot chooses both actions. Okay, so if he chose trade and ×2, he would do this part. He didn't, he just chose this part, so that's the only part he's going to do. But hey, that's good enough, right? He's got 6 more victory points to add to his tally. And I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit left behind.